Stream's got off to a slow start lately. I never know if that number up there is fluid or not. I was like, man, it's been at 4 for a long time. And sometimes it jumps up to absurd numbers. What's up, Orbit Cod? Are you new? You sound like a new name I haven't seen in the chat. You know what's funny, guys? As I'm contemplating, going two-handed, naturally Saturday drilled myself a new one-handed thumb. So I'm having like an identity crisis, I think. Important question: Ohio State or Michigan? I have to say Ohio State, or somebody's going to shank me or something. Ohio State by association. The fastest I can throw two-handed consistently. Been working on it a little bit. Ever since going down to second knuckle, it's actually really improved a lot of things in my two-handed game. I can get it up to probably 20 off the hand. Oh, God. I think today. So I discussed what my two-handed arsenal is going to be. I think I'm going to be subbing out something before this Wednesday, because this Wednesday is the first week. So any of you guys in the Columbus area, if you want to bowl, 7 o'clock, Wednesday, Gehanna, first come, first serve, or not first come, first serve, just walk in. If they're walk-ins, and you can bowl. They're pretty great. They're weekly payouts as well as a season-long payouts. 12 weeks. You have bowl at least 9 weeks to get to the year-end payout. And I recommend, if you want to get better, if you want to experience sport patterns, because that's not very prevalent here in the Columbus area, bowl these. $35 a week to bowl. Like I said, if you cash, you get paid, get that money back, and you can rack up year-end points. Well, what I was saying, my arsenal, I think subbing out the road for now, because it's a little stronger than what I anticipated. So it doesn't really fit where I want it to. And I'm going to be drilling an IQ Ruby. And somewhere down the line, I think when I hit the long pattern, I may sub out the Hustle X-Ray, because that thing is very, very smooth, very weak. I think it'll be very useful on the short pattern for sure, if they dry up, or if I hit a really dry week on the medium, I think it'll be very useful. But for the long, I don't see it being very useful. I'm going to sub it out then too, probably. But IQ Ruby, I think, is going in for now. And I think the road's coming out, because I don't know. It would kind of confuse me going Fate to the road, because I feel like it's just so strong. I don't know if it's because there's red in the cover stock or because it's a hybrid, but it tractions in the front super hard, and it's just not quite what I wanted it for. But that's happening. So IQ Ruby's making it. I got a lot of low diff balls in the bag, so we'll see how that works. How's my two-handed spare game? It's definitely not as good as my one-handed spare game, but it's a work in progress. Wayne Webb's doing a sports shot league. Nice. Yeah, Gahanna's just closer, and I like that per week payout, and you don't have to bowl every week. It's not like a league obligation where you have to pay for weeks you don't bowl. You can just show up whenever you want. Just try two hands. Nice. Why not use a spare ball with one hand for spares? Because when I go from two handed and I go back to my one handed delivery, my timing gets really late, so I miss everything to the right. So it's just easier if I just get good at it two handed. Yeah, the per week payout's nice. The year end payout's not great, but that's because he pays out every week. So I think last year I ended up making, well, I grossed, probably grossed like $700, which not bad. Good replacement for the Summit. Just get a phase two or an optimum idle. I'm not drilling your fucking balls, Jalen. Drill them yourself. Right there. I still need to put my finger holes in my pitch black and fate. My moneymaker right here. Jalen, are you having flashbacks, PTSD, nightmares from this ball? This is the one. This is the one. By the way, guys, Jalen graduates this week. So let's get some, I don't know what emojis you can put in the chat, but cap and gowns. They have cap and gowns in the chat. He's graduating this week. Graduates from community college. Is there going to be TVBS jersey available to buy from your merch site? So the merch site doesn't do jerseys because the merch site, they actually make and supply all the shirts. But might make them available on the. See if we can make it available on the DMC website potentially. How about that, huh? Is there a reason I'm going two-handed? I'm going two-handed because I'm trying to experiment, and have fun. No particular reason. Um, One, it was kind of an excuse to put content out, and two, something I was thinking about for a while. I actually, like 3 years ago at the U.S. Open, I discussed it with Belmo. I was crossing. I was like, "Hey, you think it would be worthwhile to go two-handed, both two-handed and one-handed?" He's like, "Yeah, but you just kind of have to practice both. You got to put a lot of time into it." But the more I bowl two-handed, I might just go two-handed. If I had started practicing two-handed a couple months earlier, I'd probably go to Open Championships and bowl two-handed. But spare shooting's not quite where I want it yet, and I can't really do with the ball what I want to exactly yet. That would frustrate me because one-handed I can kind of do whatever I want to the ball. Two-handed, I'm like, all right, I got to do this, 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 and I can't do it. It would just make me really angry. The hood has arrived. Yeah, I'm thinking next year I might bowl everything, other than maybe regionals. Maybe I'll bowl regionals. I don't even know if I'm gonna bowl regionals, but like if I go bowl state tournament stuff like that, Open Championship, it might be a two-handed endeavor. Do a video on how to get the movements down for two-handed. What do you mean? What movements? This one? Like that? Bowling got sold off and turning into apartments. That's tragic. That is the direction that bowling's going, though, isn't it? Hoodie, I can't believe you just bailed on two-handed so quickly. Tangy Tang bowling aid video. You might do that. The likelihood of me going back on tour is very low, whether it's two-handed or one-handed. Vid on biomechanics and two-handed, maybe. I'm trying to figure something out I could do with Chris. We do a two-handed video again. You know, Hoodie, I felt the same, right? I dedicated so much time one-handed. And I feel like, for all intents and purposes, for the general public, I'm really fucking good one-handed, right? But then you just do two-handed, and it's like, man, it just feels so easy. The oldest ball I own, I have a Storm Prodigy that is drilled in my stash of balls that I can use at my disposal. Prodigy, I guess, is the oldest ball I have. Let me think. That's probably the one. Prodigy. You learn to keep the ball on the right side. It does help. It does help. Movement equal like the gather, feet motion, hand position, the release. Yeah, like I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to think of a video I could do with Chris. We'll figure something out. Maybe we'll film something this week. He comes back today, I think, or maybe tomorrow. I was thinking of doing like a do's and don'ts of two-handed. Is there a ball that you used to use a lot, like 10, 15 years ago, that you wish Storm still carried? Yeah. The Prodigy. But I think they had like quality control issues with that ball because it's particle. I got to remember what 10 to 15 years ago constitutes as. So 10 years ago is actually 2014. So the Hypercell, the Asylum, the Marvel S. I'm just naming my favorite balls from 10 to 15 years ago. Doesn't quite reach that 15-year mark, but the Special Agent was the ball that I bowled my first 800 with. IQ Gold. I wasn't a big IQ Gold guy. It was too flippy for me. Lucid, you're nuts. Whoop, 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 sorry. Yeah, what else? What other balls? The freaking Frantic. That was my go-to college burn destroyer. The freaking Frantic. Um, Aside from how it rolled, it was just okay. It wasn't fantastic. The original Optimus Pearl, and the Solid. I mean, that's 9 years ago, but I'm throwing the Optimus Solid. Both the Optimi. Is that the proper plural for Optimus? The orange and green was the regular Frantic. They could bring that one back too. I wasn't as much of a fan as the regular Frantic, but the freaking Frantic. The Rain of Fire. Hypercell Skid. Yeah, Pete beat Fagan with a Frantic. A Rico Frantic. Would I bowl with those older balls over the newer balls today? I am, for the longest time, I've been thinking about making a "Are newer balls better" video, but I'm scared because pretty much all the older balls I have are balls that I really like. So it wouldn't be a real fair assessment, right? If I just took four of the newest balls that we have, and then four of the older balls I have, which are my favorite balls, so naturally they're going to match up for me. The old balls might look substantially better, and not because the old balls are better. It's just that they match up for me a little better. I actually, I never threw a virtual gravity that wasn't like a three plug virtual gravity. But virtual energy, I never threw that ball either. But I mean, if they brought that back, Marvel Pearl, forgot to say that. Um, what else? The Anarchy and the Invasion. Did they drop the HP2 line? I don't know what happened. They're probably coming up with something else, if I had to guess. Wouldn't surprise me if sometime this year we got a new HP2 line. It's not a hype, but probably like a brand new thing. It's a sleeper ball. I actually never threw it, but I know it's good. The Tropical Heat Hybrid, the black and silver. The Heat Hybrid. Do I try and keep my hand cupped throughout the whole swing? I try not to. If it does it on accident, but I don't try to. Because I feel like if you're trying to hold that tension for so long, it's just going to give out kind of early, and then you're going to have a weak release. When's a busy time of the season for us? Typically like August, September, going all the way through to like February, typically. Hypercell Fuse. You thought Hypercell Fuse was goaded. Chris would disagree. Was I always sponsored by Storm? How do pros get a ball sponsor? Are they sought or do you seek sponsor? What are some major reasons pros change ball comps? Do they get booted? Um, so Storm, Rotogrip is the only company I've ever been with. Been with them since I think this is technically my 10th contractual year that I've been with them. They came to me. My opinion is if you're going to them, um, none of the great players are going to be reaching out for contracts, right? They just do their bowling. They bowl well. Companies come to them. And then reasons people switch are money, equipment doesn't match up, things like that. And yes, absolutely, people can get booted. Any tips for someone going right one hand to lefty two hand? I don't know. Well, I did not mention Haywire. Haywire, they can bring that back. IQ Nano, Brady McDonough, what's up? Shout out Brady McDonough, the bowling scientist. Is that what they call you? Have I thrown the lightning blackout yet? I did. There's a video up. It's right here. Are we ever going to get another hybrid IQ? Love the fusion. Don't know. Wouldn't count on it. I'm thinking the next IQ we get is going to be an REX IQ. Sure, they haven't done it yet. How am I liking the tour dynamics? For my two-handed one's really good. I mean, as you guys saw from the video that went up yesterday, very good. Why does it have 3 holes? Yeah, I don't know. I fucked that one up. What's my Patreon coaching like? Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest. The Patreon itself, I don't do much in it, but if you join the coaching tier, you get access to my personal Discord, and from there you can just send videos. You can ask me whatever questions you want, and I kind of like doing that way better because people can just go back and read what was said, so they don't have to try and remember everything. So if you want to join that, click the link in my Instagram biography and just join the tier. It'll give me a notification, and then you'll get access to the Discord, and that's that. It's a pretty simple, pretty easy way to pretty much ask me whatever you want. The Roto Grip No Rules, that ball hooked. But my favorite was the No Rules Exist. I don't know why, but if you guys watch the doubles, me and Darren, I threw that. Just a ball that matched up for me, and I liked it. All right. Can you get some lessons on how to bowl two-handed? You don't want them from me. Might as well go to Chris. Your OG Zen stopped reacting the way it used to. Sublime. Get a Sublime. Hoodie? Sublime? Tell them about the Sublime. The Menace. You're wild. The Roto Grip Menace was the Norm Duke special. Oh, I need more gloves. I may run out of gloves today. That's tragic. Sublime ball good. There you go. The Tour Dynamics. Yeah, the pin is very high. It's right here, actually. This might be the ball that gets me a lot of dollars during the summer series. It's a 5x4x5 2LS. I wanted to bring the diff up. I wanted this to be my right after urethane ball. So I went with the longer pin to COG, contemplated my two-handed coach, Chris, and he said, yeah, 5.45 2LS be the way to go. And as you can see, it really, for how low diff and how weak the cover is, it picks up really well in the middle part of the lane because of that layout. So I'm counting on this ball to do a lot of striking for me. Yeah. I'm also going to drill the IQ Ruby, I think, the same way. Maybe not 5.45. I'm probably going to go 5.55. But expect the pin to be in the same spot. CG will probably move over this way. And yeah. Do you know how much it is to do the duo league? What duo league? Menace with the pin down with a weight hold by the thumb. I mean, I'm not saying the ball is bad, but it was all right. Does Vi do any coaching in the off season? He absolutely does. Yeah. If you want to send us an email at tvbowlandsupply@gmail.com, one of us two will see that email. If it specifies coaching with Chris, if he doesn't see it, I will tell him, hey, there's an email for you in there. So just send us an email. Again, tvbowlandsupply@gmail.com. Have I thrown the hostile x-ray yet? I have thrown two-handed. And it lane shines very quickly. And if you bowl on lanes that hook a lot, that ball will be very good, especially after your lane shines. Because when it lane shines, it skids a bit further down the lane, which is what you want when the lanes are dry. But it transitions super smooth. So if the back ends are also hooking a lot, the ball's gonna just blend off. It's quite nice. Which is why I was saying earlier, you probably weren't in here, but when I hit the long pattern, I think that's going to be weeks 5 through 8. When I hit the long pattern, I think the X-ray is coming out of the bag, and I might go for a clean ASIN. I might go attention star. Might be a little too strong. Also, we'll see what balls come out. Maybe I'll drill a blackout, or maybe we'll put the high road, the road, not the high road, the road back in the bag for that for the long pattern. Out of the 7 signature balls by Belmo, which happens to be my favorite, my favorite was probably either the Trend or the Fate. I haven't thrown a Journey yet, so I plan to drill one of those during the summer series for two-handed. Might do like a Belmo ball challenge or something. What ball would be like the track heat? I don't know. Maybe like an Exponent. When I put the pin that high, I thump the finger holes. Unlucky. When am I get famous for golf clubs? I don't know. I need to come. I'm coming to California for a wedding, but I don't know how many days I can take off in September. If I can take an extra day off, I might. Who keeps calling my shop? We're closed. What balls do you recommend? Broad question. Don't answer those. You think it's a stream sniper? When are we going out for the Open and what time is team? So we're bowling Memorial Day weekend. The Sunday is when we bowl team. We bowl at 2, the 2 or 2:30, whatever that squad is. Yeah, phase 2 is typically lane shine pretty quick. Depending. If you got one of the really dull ones, then they don't. But the normal ones, they lane shine pretty quick. What ball are you recommending? Broad question. Don't answer those. Ocean Vibe and Old Mindset, Brunswick balls, and I don't answer those kind of questions. Is there a chart showing the relative strength of the current SBI range? There is not, but I think maybe somewhere on the website they might have a strength chart. But other than that, no. Tang v Tang Challenge Golf Edition. We love some golf, but every time I give him the appropriate amount of strokes, he literally plays the best round of his life. Right? He broke 90 for the first time when we were playing for Boba. That's our typical wager. I gave him a boatload of strokes, and he really played the best round of his life. He's done that twice to me now, so we don't really know where to put the handicap because he always just He'll play the best round of his life. He'll smoke me with the handicap. He never beats me scratch, but with the handicap, he smoked me, and then we back off the handicap, and then I end up beating him by like 9 or 10, and then they're just never close. For my one-handed game, what is my general go-to layout? I don't have a general go-to layout. I have a shape in mind that I want to achieve with a certain ball because all the balls do something else. So I try and match the shape to the ball and how it will react on the lane in a certain situation, and then I do that onto the ball. Boba is always a good wager, yeah, because if you lose, you still go. You get to go get boba. That is our go-to. Boba or lunch. But yeah, we've never had a close golf match. Chris and I did this one time last year. I choked. I lost by one. Well, it was a bad break off the tee, and then tried to play the hero shot. Didn't get up and down. Lost by one. He made a 4-footer to close me out. I know it's on DP handicap. I know. Christian hit him his best, but I think he likes him. He struggled with the driver a little bit, but the irons I think he's very happy with. He's hitting those good. Driver struggled a little bit with though. All right, the Derf. What should the Derf's fifth ball be for the Open Championships? Bringing the Pitch Black, Tour Dynamics, NV Tour, Blackout. Options for the last one are 100X, Fate, Hype, Solid. Not bringing a. Oh, we drilled that NV Tour to be like your after urethane ball, right? Kind of highish flaring layout. Wait, your Tour Dynamics is kind of the same thing too, right? Isn't it? Maybe a. What about an idle? Don't you have a couple of idols? Bring an idol. What made me get into golf? I played golf when I was very small, and then I joined the First Tee when they opened up in San Francisco. I was part of the First Tee for a long time. Then I stopped when I got to about middle schoolish, and I got back into the First Tee. No, I was still in the First Tee through middle school, and stopped in high school. But I was on the golf team in high school. Yeah, just played golf. Oh, did that black aisle crack? Bold DMC golf episode for 40K. We'll do a Bold DMC golf episode for 0 subscribers. The girls, yeah, they only abide by as far as the PWA tour, they abide by just USBC rules. They don't have PVA rules, so they can throw whatever urethane balls they want as long as it's not the 16 and 17 Purple Hammer, and they can throw overseas balls as well. Yeah, you need a symmetric solid in there, Derf. Like a phase 2 type ball, something like that. Guys, how do we have 211 concurrent viewers but only 28 likes? What are you guys doing? Click that button. Optimum Idol is the truth. Optimum Idol is the way. Venom Shock? Sure, why not? I feel like you got a lot of balls in kind of the same diff gap. Like the Tour Dynamics and the NV Tour. Personally, I wouldn't bring both of those in the same arsenal. I know that the NV Tour's got a stronger cover on it, but I don't know. Have you tried pickleball? I love pickleball. I am nasty at pickleball. Nasty as in I try very hard. I am full high octane, 100% effort when I play pickleball. Pretty much when I play any sport that I'm no good at, what you're going to get out of me is full passion, effort. You're going to get the effort plays, that's for sure. Came late, but what's the difference in ball reaction that I got from second knuckle to first knuckle? Yeah, so I feel like I can roll it up the back a little bit easier, and it's just a little more consistent. I think my rev rate went up quite a bit too, so it's just a little more comfortable. Do I like badminton? Yeah, haven't played in a long time. Another sport where I'll give a lot of effort. I'm just a big effort guy. Do I ever do videos that no, I don't have. I mean, I could go to HP. They have Specto, but list versus ovals or ovals drilled the forward. I just no, that just doesn't sound like a video I'd ever want to do. The Billy Hardwick, it gave you some confidence on sport because it wasn't too difficult. Yeah, I don't want to kill your confidence, but Billy Hardwick's not very hard at all. So I would more take it for what it is rather than let it really gas you up and be like, oh yeah, now I can go bull on bear. I'm gonna strike a lot on bear. You just take the day for what it was. Horseshoes, I'm pretty shit at horseshoes, but again, big effort. Do I have any videos over regular ball maintenance, how to properly clean and stuff for longevity? Honestly, guys, when taking into consideration what videos to do, I take into consideration how well the video might do, and that video does not sound like it would do very well. Um, I don't know. If there's enough demand for one, I'll do it, but yeah, the animal patterns are slightly tougher than the human named patterns. Some of them, at least. Yeah, I gotta drill these two-handed balls, get some holes in them. The MVP from last year, other than the pitch black, the old fate ski. Other than that, I don't got much to do in this shop. Use ball damage. Not much to do today. Could always ask about ball maintenance just in these live streams every Monday. Got a ball spinner right there. Is a vacuum feeling bad on your thumb hole? Personal preference. Might be a dumb question, but where you go? But does you and Chris being sponsored by Storm affect your shop? It doesn't really affect it. It just kind of directly and indirectly influences what balls we try and sell. I will say we do 90. I would say 90% of the balls we sell are Storm balls. One, it's just the balls that we know best. Two, it's us supporting a company that supports us. And three, we do feel like that they make the best products overall as far as bowling balls are concerned. So I guess technically, yes, us being sponsored does affect how we do in the shop. What is my whereabouts? Columbus, Ohio, Holiday Lanes. Summer League is doing 5 of the PBA animal patterns. I didn't know there were 5 that existed. My tip for going to patterns for the first time: control the front part of the lane. Use surface. Most amateurs who go to sport patterns for the first time don't use enough surface. Use surface. My two-handed layout looks similar to yours, but I'm not learned on layout numbers. Okay. How does the Fate compare to the Trend? The Fate's got a little stronger cover, right? It's got that REX. I think the numbers are pretty similar too as far as the core. So the trend, I'm sorry, the fate is a little bit stronger, pick up a little bit better in the front and middle bar of the lane just because of that cover. Any guesses on the Storm announcement for tomorrow? I actually have zero clue, guys. No beating around the bush. I don't know. So I got nothing for you. Is that announcement about like the benchmark ball or whatever? Because I thought that was going to be the Lightning, but just the way the ad looked, it looked like an ad for the Lightning, but obviously it's not. You will on Scorpion for the first time this coming Friday. Love me some Scorpion. Made a couple shows on the Scorpion. I don't know why. I throw a lot of gutters on the Scorpion, but I also throw a lot of strikes. What fast food chain would have better burger patties than Rally's? It ain't the Don. It ain't Burger King. Wendy's has got a chance, but even then, I mean, it's not high class, but it's better. Would Surface apply to the Open Championships as well? It absolutely would. Can I do a reaction to a music video you shot for a Toronto artist? I'm from Toronto as well and shoot music videos. Not really the genre of my channel, honestly. Who wins between two good friends in the playoffs, Belmo versus Billy? I think Bill's gotten the best of him the last time they met up in the playoffs, but Belmo's last half of the season, or sorry, Bill's last half of the season hasn't been great, which is going to cost him Player of the Year, unfortunately. But I don't know, kind of leaning towards Belmo. My favorite ball right now, Optimum Idol. Culver's is all right. Steak and Shake, no, you're not. You're not giving me Steak and Shake. How would a beginner even begin to start on sport patterns? Would you just ask your local bowling center? Yeah, you kind of just got to see what bowling centers offer sport patterns. The IQ. I could do with REX solid cover is my bad guess for tomorrow. Yeah, like I was saying, I think REX IQ is going to be the next IQ coming out. I don't know if that's going to be the ball, but that'd be cool. I'd be into it. Although it'd be really weird. It'd be kind of overlapping with the lightning blackout. So I don't know if that's the one coming out tomorrow. Getting an Optimum shipped to Vegas by this weekend, you're wild. Just take the shot, brother. Favorite ball, the one that is striking. That would be the correct answer. Yeah, I'll throw a marble if it's the one that's striking. I don't really care what ball I'm throwing, but just a ball that happens to strike more often for me. Optimum Idol probably. Attention Stars got to be up there. Probably those two. Blackout Vibo has been good, but it's been out for a little bit longer. You ever gonna go back on tour? Probably not. If the center offers it, you can schedule a team to put out a pattern for you about 25, $30. Just don't plan on doing it over the weekend or a league night. That'd be correct. Favorite looking ball by design ever. Marvel Pearl is up there. Anarchy. I like the Anarchy. I like that when they go black, blue, and then gold. Best fix for a sticky thumb hole. Why is it sticky? That's the real question you should be asking yourself. Pro VM? I don't have like a cameraman or the production team to do Pro VM. Like the way Darren does it is good because he's got production. K Dot versus Drake, who won in my opinion. I actually haven't kept up with the diss track, so I don't know. Phase twos do look good. Um, I mean, original high roads look great. Always do. Always have. Always do. The Idle Pearl, good looking ball. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of getting to. Sticky thumb will wash your hands or something. Like, what are you doing to your thumb holes to make them sticky? It's a little worrisome. What's up, Darren Chandler? Other balls are good. I think the Zen Gold Label is a good looking ball. What else? Let me see. Attention Stars is a good looking ball. The Physics looks good. Am I still using the Idle MPW? You just got one. I haven't used it in a while, but if I go to a tournament that I can use it at, that I think it'll be useful, then yeah, I'll use it. Do I know karate? Darren and I are both black belts in Hapkido. So, yeah, we are certified black belts in Hapkido. So yes. Do I train people? Yeah, I give lessons every Saturday, 3:00 are my time slots. If you're interested, I know you are the one that ordered the blackout. Yeah, just give us a dial or give us an email, tvbonesupply@gmail.com. Bang. Your thumb swells after the first game. Well, your fit probably sucks. Something's probably just not fitting right, getting a little rubbing in the wrong places. That'll get you to swell. Gold Coast puts out patterns, right? Yeah, I've heard that. No slide powder. Easy slide. No, don't do it. Anything but easy slide. Original Absolute. It's decent. I wouldn't say it's one of the best balls ever, as far as like appearance. Still looking. Hypercell Skid. I always thought it was a great looking ball. The gold, purple, and black. The Hustle Ink. Give me the Hustle Ink. Why no Easy Slide? It's because when Easy Slide, when you use it and it gets everywhere, it gets on the ground, somebody steps on it, they go up there, they bowl, they fall on their butt, they break an arm. Easy Slide. Easy Slide, no good. Do I compete in tournaments when it comes to karate? I've competed in one tournament when I was very small. And growing up, like now I'm not so much, but like growing up playing in competitions or whatever, I wouldn't really try and push the envelope as far as like rules and stuff, or like in basketball, I wasn't particularly aggressive because I didn't know if the coach would get mad at me for trying to improvise and do something. Because I know I had the capability. I played a lot of basketball during the lunch times, and uh, I would dominate the lunchtime basketball courts because I would just do my thing, but I try and play within the system, try to play within the play. Was not particularly aggressive. So in karate, it's the same thing to where I don't know if I could try and just beat this kid's ass. So it didn't go well. But now I'm a little older, I know better. But yeah, growing up, I wish I pushed the envelope a little bit more because I only averaged like 10 points a game in basketball. But if I knew, or if I even did have the freedom to do a couple more things with the ball, I probably would have averaged a lot more points. Hypervenom actually does look very good. Cool looking ball. The burner solid. If you would compare yourself to any NBA player, who would it be? And also compare Darren. Like my pro career to an NBA player's pro career, or like my like my style of bowling compared to a basketball player's style of basketball. Is that what you mean? Oh yeah, those lunch street ball games. Like, not to get all racial here or anything, but like I play with a bunch of because they're my school is predominantly like Asian people, right? San Francisco, lots of Asians, and then we had some of the black guys or African Americans. I don't know what the proper term is that people accept nowadays, but African Americans. Um, they would pick me on their team, and if you know, that's like the rite of passage. So, um, yeah, lunch times went crazy. Basketball to basketball, um, just being slightly taller and I was way skinnier in high school than I am now. Um, always and still I am big Kevin Durant fan, so I always tried to, my play style was kind of like KD back in high school, and then I got a little older. Don't move as fast. I like dabbling in the post game a little bit, but I'm not big enough to really, you know, be effective in the post game unless I'm, playing against Darren. Then I would dominate him in the post. You think the Arctic vibe looks sick? To be honest, watching the ball go down the lane, it makes me sick. Those are not great colors. Do I bowl competitive? I've bowled competitive a couple times in my life. Not too much nowadays, but I've bowled a couple competitions in my life. Yeah, yeah. Oh, there's no Morgantown regional this year. Oh, I was thinking about bowling Morgantown this year. I was gonna bring Jalen with me to Morgantown. Damn, that sucks. Bigger grips. I don't like my grips feeling big. I hate that. Just the PBA 50 event this year. Damn. Well, that would explain why it's not on the schedule, huh? Unlucky. Wear a gray mustache. Do I know Darren Tang personally? I've met him a few times. You know, he's come to the shop a couple times. So we've taken a couple pictures, asked him some questions here and there. Um, so I wouldn't say I really know him personally, but we've met. I have his phone number. Um, actually gave me his Snapchat too. So um, I guess I do. I do personally know Darren Tang. I don't have his autograph. I didn't get his autograph. Thought that'd be kind of weird, just talking to a guy, a celebrity, and then asking him for an autograph. Didn't want to be that guy, but yeah. Did I mean it when I said EJ is better than Belmo? At this current moment, EJ is better than Belmo. All time, no. I think I still think Belmo's the greatest bowler to ever exist. Now that I've retired, who's the better Tang? I mean, the answer's still the same. It depends on the day, right? There are going to be certain patterns where I am just better than him, and there are a lot of patterns that are just that he's better than me at, just with our given skill sets. Like if you guys watch the most recent Tang Me Tang, if I match up and he doesn't, I'm gonna slaughter him. If he matches up and I don't, he's gonna slaughter me. I seem way cooler than Darren because I am way cooler than Darren. What is the background of you guys opening in Columbus as opposed to elsewhere, like in California? Well, I moved here before the opportunity to open the shop even happened. And then my mother in law, who is the GM of the Columbus Square Bowling Palace, told me that there was a shop available. So I went to a regional, my first ever Central Region regional with Chris. We're sitting in this Chinese restaurant, right? And I'm like, hey, you want to buy a pro shop? He's like, sure. So we bought a pro shop. Lance versus Jalen match, that is what I definitely want to see. You'd love to find out more about yesterday's game. I know you went more reverse pitch this time around, two-handed when he digs his fingers so deep. He's probably got a lot of reverse. I've never actually checked his ball. Who wins in a karate showdown? Tang v Tang. It's tough because I got the length, right? I got the length. Obviously, I'm like 5 inches taller than him, but he's got the strength. He works out. He's all fit and stuff. I'm kind of dad bod fat, so I don't know if I keep him at length, right? Jab, keep him at length, keep him at length, and then he tries to rush me, and I give him a little sidestep, and I don't think I'm winning. I'm not winning the strength battle, but if I can keep him at length, I got him. I seen y'all's double here in Columbus. I carried on the TV show, but he honestly carried us in the qualifying. He actually bowled very well in the qualifying. Do I want to buy a golf course? Yes. Do I have the money for it? No. Everyone talks about EJ, but they should really be talking about BJ more. Love me some BJ. I do kind of have dad strength. I have noticed that I've gotten quite a bit stronger. Carrying around a kid for so long, my left pec has actually gotten a lot bigger. I know you guys can't see it. That's just how small it was before, but it's gotten bigger because I was carrying with my left arm. Keep distance and throw bowling balls at them. Wow. Can I speak Arabic? Absolutely not. Oh. The dad life is great. It's tiring, but it's great. All right, guys, we're winding down. I got to open the shop soon. Opens in 6 minutes. If you guys are in the area, don't be afraid to stop on by. I'm not particularly busy at this moment, so if you guys want to talk bowling balls, maybe you want to buy 1 or 2 or 3 or 5, I will be more than happy to get you taken care of. Any last questions? We're going to give it a 10-second count. 10, 9, 8. Yeah, I don't know what they're saying about it's my haircut. It's funny. I'm actually going to go back to it and cut the top off a little bit and let it restart because the people that have been cutting my hair, the back has been a disaster. So I'm going to go back to like an 8 over the top. And do I go with like a low drop fade? Because I like to cut down to a 0, a no guard on the side. So that's why I've been wearing a hat so much. But yeah, I don't know where the comment about the Mikey haircut came from, but all right. Do I ever think they will ban your thing with the BBA? No, they will not. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Why there's only 45 likes, I have no clue. But I will see you guys next week, Monday. Till then, if you're in the Columbus area again, Wednesdays, 7 o'clock, Gahanna Lanes Summer Series. If you guys want to be part of the video, or if you guys want to just bowl and try and kick my ass, feel free. All right? We'll see ya.